Good times though.
Good times.
Good times.
To be honest, it was good times.
And then yeah, we got a question that I think becomes a bit relevant in the timeline at that point.
Right.
How'd you meet CB Mac?
Through you.
I knew the answer to that question.
Basically, because I did How We Move with you.
Yeah.
So that was the remix, basically. And CB Mac did the original. I was like, yo, he's dope. Yeah, he's my boy. I'm like, oh, okay. Then when time went by, I just found out he was on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Or I added him, or I don't remember how it went on, to be honest.
That's fair. Yeah. That's basically like exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I was mad, and I'm like, everybody give me these verses. Whoever gets it back first wins. CB Mac got it, and then the next day Keymoe came through, and then I'm like, oh, they're in a group now. I'm like, say a fucking word.
Yeah.
That's dope. So I guess between like the end of the fall, what have you been up to? Like, what have you been working on this whole time? Because Keymoe refused to do an interview last year when I'm like, yo, Keymoe, let's do an interview. He's like, fuck no. Now we doing it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. My album. Basically, I was fed up at looking for studios, somebody to do like my voice good, where it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg,
Right.
things like that. Satik was good, but some other times, you know, he couldn't do things that I pictured in my head, basically. So I decided to say forget it, bought a studio equipment myself, cheap studio equipment, and started doing it myself. So basically now I'm building an album. It's going to be called The Rise of the MC. I have a couple of booming ones with CB Mac. I got you on it. I got J Solo. Willie Scandals is supposed to be on it. Yeah, Salib, VSL, STF. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and Scribble too. I'm gonna make a
Shout out
feature with
Scribby.
Scribble. Yeah, shout out Scribble, man.
I appreciate it. Anytime we can bring up Scribby in real, don't call him Scribby, in regular conversation, I'm like, I don't know. I'll push that liberty.
Yeah,
any day,
nah.
my guy. Any day, I'll take it. But I don't know if you should.
Nah, he's dope. Scribble, you know, like I met him and he was promoting his things on Facebook, and I seen he rapped with Vinny Paz. Me, I'm a big fan of Vinny Paz, you know. So I was like, oh shit,
Bro, I met this dude because he hit me up and he's like, you want to do an album review of my shit? And it was basically like the second time anybody had ever asked me. So I said yes. And Bonnie said, are you sure? I mean, and I'm like, yo, you never know who the fuck the person could be, you know? Because we were like, you're just trying to, not in like an are you sure in a negative way, but when you're trying to pick something to review, like, go on with somebody that's super like underground. It doesn't necessarily count for much in terms of like organic views unless people are searching for it, right?
right.
So I'm like, nah, let's try it out. And then we did it. And then he went on to work with RA. He went on to work with like so many fucking people, dude. Like, I'm just sitting there going, wow, like, I got on the Scribbler chain pretty fucking early, all things considered.
Yeah.
And like, I just really fucks with dude. Like, we've had so many arguments about dumb shit over the last 3-4 years. I appreciate Scribble.
Basically, somebody, I'm not gonna say names, but somebody did say, stop rapping. I told him to fuck off, basically, like anybody would. So, after, when I met Scribble, I kept sending him songs. So one time he goes, yo, want to do a feature? I'm like, yeah, sure. So basically, I'm like, yo, I don't think this guy's gonna pull through with it at a point because he was taking forever, right? So I was like, you know what? If this doesn't go down, I might as well just say fuck it. If it goes down, I'm gonna keep going. It actually went down at a certain point. I was so happy.
Yeah, that's mumbling this and mumbling that. Auto-tune this and auto-tune that. Pass, that's my Scribble voice. But yo, shout out Scribble.
Yeah,
That guy's
shout out
fucking nifty.
Scribble.
I'm just saying, cause like, it's cool to watch people you know actually make interesting moves and like, you know, win in life a little bit. Like actually go out there and like do impressive shit where you're like, oh, say a word, like I know this dude and I watched him pull it off. Okay. And then it becomes like everything in life becomes a little more tangible. And I honestly find that like, you know, scribble like that a little bit. Because like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm very happy to argue with him about, well, I'm too left and he feels, you know, I'm a little soft for his likings. And I'm very much like, meh, I'm okay with that. Let's argue about it still.